What's going on, everybody? This is Play by Play Tech, brought to you by your hosts Max and Moandogg, and we have special guests here. We have Mr. Almost Perfect, we have Who is DCI, we have Mr. Marvelous 247. These are our homeboys. What it do?
What it do? What it do? It's popping.
So
Wow.
Ralph, this is just that was real dry.
No,
So Ralph, this is your second time
I'm just
on.
saying, like, damn, we're old. I don't even think people said what's popping anymore.
Listen, I have accepted.
That's like late 90s, early 2000s.
You don't got no love for Jack Harlow?
Right, I was gonna say Jack Harlow made a whole song called "What's Poppin'." Let's get back. I made it come back.
I don't know.
No. You know the younger generation probably has some type of lingo. We didn't even know what's going on. We were like, what?
Yeah, but I mean, what was popular then? It was fresh. It was we used to say hard all the time. Huh?
Fresh is like an 80s, 90s word.
Right, that's like saying far out or totally. I mean, what the hell, man? Come on, bro.
Well, anyway,
You remember we used to say 1, 2. Yeah, one love.
Sorry, but I still end my phone calls with one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I get off the phone like, all right, bro, one. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
all right. We already messing up already. My bad, phone. Go ahead and go with the introduction. I know you're trying to keep doing this. We gotta get to the agenda.
These guys are our agenda, right? I mean, so this is Ralph's second time on, and this is Marv's first time on, and who is DCI first time on. So, I mean,
this guy's solo eating. Marv eating in the background.
So what
I'm not eating. I just having a drink. Oh my God, what do you mean?
Right. I mean,
I was messing around.
Well, Solo eating the ice in his cup or something because he chewing hard.
It was just a really big steak bite. It wasn't working out the way it was supposed to.
Steak bite.
Y'all just watching me die.
Jeremiah, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? We see your comments. What's going on? Well, anyway, so we got some guests today. So, I mean, Max, who is DCI, Mr. Almost Perfect, Marv. What y'all playing this week? What games?
So, should I start? Let me step on toes anyway. So listen. So when I'm playing, you know what I'm saying, because that's what matters. I just downloaded this Destruction All Stars. You know what I'm saying. I'm playing with streaming it tonight, by the way. The game seems a little fun, but I still don't know what to think about it. It's real cartoonish.
But I mean, just like everything else, right? I mean, you got Borderlands that's cartoonish. You got, of course, all the anime games, the Dragon Balls, and all that stuff. What was the recent Dragon Ball mixture game that came out with all the anime characters? That was cartoony, but it was like 3D.
Jump Force.
Jump Force, right. That one is like that. So I mean, everything's leaning towards that, right? So I mean, you executed well, it's good. So I mean, you got like Solo, or who is DCI? He likes Borderlands to death.
Yeah, Borderlands.
I didn't even know you was a Borderlands.
I think they're just going to
Mom left me on red on the Borderlands tip.
I ain't leave you, man, but we had other games playing, right? You know what? You right. I'm not gonna even lie on the podcast.
Listen, Mo, you told Mo to get on Borderlands, and he traded that shit in the next day. That's what
no, I still have them. I still have my Borderlands.
He was like, "Yeah, man, I got you, bro. I'll be on next week as soon as I leave GameStop."
Outside of GameStop talking to me when he was talking about the game.
In the line, like, how much can I get for this? Can I trade it in for something new? Mo be doing everybody like that, man. He's like, yeah, man, I got you. We're gonna get on the game.
He hasn't forgotten the time that Marv and Dre and all of us told him to get Battlefield Hardline, and he bought it, and then we were all done with it. He was pissed.
All of y'all the bird, bro. I can get all of y'all the bird. Smooth, $45 for this game. They had me hyped up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get it. As soon as I bought it, they was like, man, we don't play that no more. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, no, y'all can play this game. They played the game with me one time. And they went back to the Battlefield. I couldn't stand. Never bought another game they recommended ever since then. Never again. I'm not listening to them ever again.
All right. Well,
you never gave Battlefield a shot, bro.
That's what I keep telling him all the time.
I gave Battlefield.
Let's keep it a buck.
I get, yep, and that's how much they gave me for it, $1. That's it, because I traded that shit in immediately because the game was trash. I cannot stand
You
Battlefield, bro.
opened it, so you gotta pay the price.
And that's blasphemous. I can't wait till they come out. They just need to get away from all the muskets and
The next
Colt revolvers and all of that. We'll be good.
Battlefield is going to be called Battle Ass because that's what the game is. It's trash. Okay? Go ahead.
All right. Let's get to it. All right. So
I think it's trash too.
oh my god.
So y'all cool with?
Yeah, y'all the only one on the bandwagon with that game. I thought Call of Duty was way better.
And now I got a nuke and a VTOL and man.
It was
Call
fun.
of Duty is way better.
But Battlefield, when it come out and they come with the modern weapons, we all know where the real shooting is going. Let's keep it on. Let's keep it up.
Yep.
All right.
Real.
All right. Let's get to it. So Marv, it's your first time on, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm Marv. They always telling me I'm late, I'm slow. But today it was actually Max. I'm just gonna put that out there. And, I play the sports. Shots fired, of course. I play sports games primarily, shooters and occasional games, fighting games. Ghost of Tsushima. Excuse me, my phone is going crazy. But yeah, that's what I do. I'm just an overall cool guy, man. This is my first time on. I'm just getting my feet wet. I'm happy to be on here with Max and Moan. They're carrying this platform well, so I'm just excited to be here tonight.
All right, cool. Who is DCI? Go ahead and what you doing with yourself, big dog? I thought he forgot his name for a minute.
That was
he gave you the stare, like, all right.
It's my time to shine, guys. Thank you. But nah, Dallas to some, Solo the most. Who is DCI? Let me see. My endeavor, my superpower. I make clothes. I've been doing that for about 16, 17 years. See what I'm saying? Hey, I remember that. Shout out to Mr. Almost Perfect.
All right.
I'm just a fan of arts. I'm a fan of the tech environment. I'm still going. Currently I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I just recently downloaded that free version of Control.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what's good with that.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
I heard the game is real good, but I heard it's very demanding. But it's actually good for the PS5. So you should have a real good experience playing Control on there.
It's kind of creepy. Like, it doesn't scare me, but it's it has a dark story, at least in the beginning.
I tell you what, play medium. I bet you be peeing on yourself. Anyway.
That shit's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Almost Perfect, man. Go ahead and get your second introduction. What you been playing this week?
So, like I said, what I'm saying? Just started the Destruction All-Stars, but naturally I've been playing Call of Duty. Always going for first place in Warzone. Multiplayer is real easy, what I'm saying? We're wrecking that all the time. Shout out to the squad, including Moandogg Gaming. But I didn't know the control was free. I'm looking at it here. I'm about to download that if I have any space. PlayStation is fire, bro, but you have no space.
It's like PlayStation is like a good fire though. It's like they execute everything but the space. Everything is well.
Yeah, that's the same thing for the Xbox too. So both platforms are doing the same thing. So they know how to get your money.
I hear they coming out with the expandable hard drive sometime later this year.
Oh yeah, make sure you save them
bucks.
What
is it gonna be? Y'all know how much it's gonna be?
Oh yeah, over $250. Over $250.
Be over $200. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
2 terabytes or 4? What y'all think?
No, that's 2 terabytes.
No, it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
No, you probably might get a terabyte.
Man, that's gonna be garbage. They talking about 2 something.
Oh no, it don't stop there. For the PlayStation, it doesn't stop there. They got a 2 terabyte coming out. It's gonna be like 500 or something. So it's gonna be pretty ridiculous. But I mean,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, when you get it though, I'm telling you, it's in a sense it's worth the money now. But when the prices drop later on down, like next year, it's gonna be like, man, was it worth waiting until next year when the prices drop, or was it worth getting it at that particular moment so you can put my games on there? So you kind of gotta weigh yourself with that one. Max has already bought the 1 terabyte for the Xbox. And I don't know. I mean, is it worth buying it now?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Saul.
So I mean, PlayStation 4 was out for what, about 7-8 years. So any investment that you take or make into the 5, I mean, I think it'll pan out. Okay, we may save a couple of dollars by waiting a year or so, but I mean, it's not really that bad in hindsight.
Okay. Well,
my only downside to that is that if you get it now, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, because I need it. I know I need it. But what I hated is that I waited on the PS4. I got the 2 terabyte. No, I got the 1 terabyte.
Yeah,
and then like 3 months later, they had other options, and they were around the same price than when I bought the first one that had more memory. And I guess that's the only downside to it. To me, I guess the deciding factor is, do they have the game you want to play to make you want to spend the extra $500 and not download everything to the console? Or, like you said, do you just go ahead and get it and say it is what it is, and I'm gonna rock with what I got? Because again, a terabyte is not going. I mean, it's a decent amount of space. I don't think it's gonna be enough for all the games.
Well, I will say though, it's a little different this time around, because back when the PlayStation 4 came out, there was no next gen SSD. Right now, this is totally different, off the chain, new technology SSD that console has already put on the market right now. It's not even PC ready, but it's literally maybe a month around the corner, less than that for PC. So it's a little different, because back then you still could have bought a PS4 and the next day bought a hard drive and threw it in there and had more memory. Here you can't do that unless you have the Xbox, but Xbox has proprietary. I mean, you have the other options, right? You have the part where you just plug it in the back of it, but you won't get the speeds that you paid all this money for. So, like I said, you got to just weigh your options. I still have games on my external hard drive for my Xbox, but I haven't had a use for them right now, because the games that I'm playing currently are newer games that I'm trying to utilize the power from. So I just haven't done it. I just left it the way it is. But if I ever wanted to do games, I mean, the SSDs are so fast. You just swap over to each hard drive, take one off, put one on. It only takes you maybe about 10 minutes, and then you're good to go. So I don't have no problem with it right now. I didn't invest in it. I was going to buy one right when Max bought one, but I thought about it. I was like, I'll wait a little bit. And so far I'm good. I got about 10 games on mine, and I still got about 200 gigs left. So, but that's Xbox. That's a PlayStation. I got about 5 or 6 games on there. So I'm really watching that one.
Yeah.
So
I think it depends on the person. It's the convenience, because I like PlayStation. I could tell you what, I got so frustrated last night. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. So yesterday, because that's Destruction All-Star. Yeah, I started downloading that and then Control, and I found out I ran out of space because I have fucking Call of Duty that was 140 gigs on there, so I had to delete that in order to put those 2 games on there. And it's just like I get that was one of the main reasons why I bought the external drive for the SSD for the Xbox, because I was just. It's just out of convenience. I just hate downloading and just waiting. And they're just playing the game. I mean, they're going to get people money. It all depends on the person. If you can wait for it, that's up to you. I just know my time is very limited. So I was like, if I want to play, I want to play right now. I don't want to just sit there and just download the game. And that takes, depending on your internet speed and stuff like that, that's another question. That probably might take, depending on the size of the game, maybe 30 to an hour. just to download a game. So I was just like, so.
For me, with the PlayStation 4, I expanded the hard drive to a terabyte, and then I also had an external. I think 2 terabyte external. So when I got the 5, I just put everything that would port over to the 5 on my, Grand Theft Auto 5s and Gran Turismo and all those games, and even Call of Duty. All of that is on the external, so that it wouldn't have to be on my PlayStation 5 hard drive. Yeah. And I find that to be acceptable. Everything loads up fast. It ain't no lag. It ain't no issues. So that's how I'm rocking it right now until a better solution comes out.
Well, let's just say that the main game that's kind of set the standard for how huge games are right now is Duty. They're like the first game that broke almost 250 gigs until they, did some updates and was able to shrink it a little bit. But just expect, especially first-party games, to come out, and they're going to be huge, putting them on our systems. But so far, Max and I had this conversation earlier. So far, it seems like he took some sort of initiative and put a lot of hard work in some of the PS5 games right now, because Godfall and Spider-Man, I don't think they were above 40 gigs, and I was actually surprised. So whatever they're doing to utilize the space, they're doing it well so far. But wait until a game like like Final Fantasy or something comes out, that's going to be huge, or another war game. So I mean, I really don't know what to say. All you can do is just download the game and then make your adjustments until you get a hard drive. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Games, I've deleted Godfall off my 5 already because I needed just space.
See, I kept it because I want to play the download content if they ever come out with some.
What I did is,
the thing is, you really not on PlayStation though, Mo. I've been on PlayStation more than I have been on. No, I take it back. I say I'm on Xbox and PlayStation evenly, but you've been more on the Xbox side or PC because you do your streaming and stuff like that. It's like for me, I'm half and half. It's like if I want to get in, just like Destruction All Star is free and Control is free on the PlayStation. It's still on Game Pass on the Xbox, but I don't know if it's the Ultimate Edition. But I downloaded it on the PlayStation just because it's the optimized version for the PS5, and I don't know. It's just they need to come up with this. Well, I know they're going to come up with a firmware update where you can start putting you can upgrade the hard drive, but it just right now it just sucks. So
far with mine, I kind of picked and chose what I left on the 4, move over to the 5, and if I miss it too much, I still got my 4, so I could just shuffle some things around. But
that's why
immediately, man. Yeah, I mean, it was the best solution at the time. I had a regular hard drive I was putting my 4 games on, so I still have that. And it would be ideal to have everything in one central location to be accessed, as quick as it can be. But as you all say, until the upgrade or until something comes out, a fix, I got to do what I got to do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to one of our topics. I'm pretty sure Marv is going to really hit on this one because this is a sports game. So, MLB Show is coming to both PlayStation and Xbox consoles. So, what do you think about that?
I used to play the baseball games pretty heavy. As I got busier with kids and grown men stuff, I kind of slacked off of it. But I'm surprised that it took this long to become cross-platform, actually. It's been a good game for PlayStation for a long time. I don't know how, with the baseball revenue and with COVID, I'm thinking that could be the motivation for them to put it across all platforms. They got to recoup some money somehow. Baseball was pretty much dead this year. So I'm thinking that probably was the motivation. And I'm just excited to see what it does on the Xbox. But it's always been a pretty good game for PlayStation. People like Visual and, DeAndre, they play that game pretty heavy. So,
okay.
It's about damn time.
I don't know how much audience that Xbox is going to attract with that because this game has always been PlayStation. And so folks that are really into they want that nostalgia, that because it's a PlayStation game. I don't know if a lot of people are going to play it on the Xbox. I mean, but there are a lot of people that always have wanted to play it that were Xbox fans. So I just don't know that number. But I don't know if it's going to do well on the Xbox. I don't know if it's a good move, bad move, money move. I don't know. I'm not a sports game guy. That's why I called you out on it. I don't know in that category. Yeah, so
it's going to be interesting, and I think that further. I mean, you'll never see Halo on PlayStation, but I mean, what if the ticket got ran up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. It's going to be interesting to watch, though.
I'm not going to hold you up, man. To be honest with you, I am a PlayStation fan, but I'll be pissed if Halo's on PlayStation. you don't put that on PlayStation.
I know what you mean.
Listen, I feel you, because I feel the same way with God of War.
Yes.
God of War is PlayStation. You put that shit on Xbox, it's no longer God of War.
Exactly. And some people are going to feel like that towards the MLB The Show. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's going to feel like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's no 2K version that I've heard about. So it's going to be either the show or nothing, I think.
So no 2K baseball, huh? That you haven't heard of so far.
About it.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of those things I don't look into. I don't play the sports game. I still kind of keep up with Madden and 2K, but I don't hear too much about Madden anymore. I hear more 2K than anything.
Madden had been broke the last couple of years, but I feel like the 5 playing Madden 21 on the 5 is smooth. I run it live sometimes on my channel, but it's a lot better than what it was last year. And they need to keep making improvements. Otherwise, it's going to be, from what I hear, NCAA is coming back out.
Yeah, I saw that.
If Madden continues to be trash, they're going to lose their whole audience to NCAA.
Okay. I tell you what, though, playing the college footballs back in the day, it was hype. That's when me and Ralph and LaVore, we were all on the college baseball.
And the recruiting, all of that. But, I mean, you play like 13 seasons because you just have fun recruiting and building the school. Like, I had Eastern Michigan, a national powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, that never happened for real, but
all right, so I guess the next subject. This one's pretty interesting, and I guess this is good for iPhone people. So, iPhone will support PS5 DualSense and Xbox Series X controllers. So, I don't know if you guys play games on your phone and use your console controllers for it. I do it all the time with Xbox Cloud and NVIDIA GeForce Now. But a lot of people
are
going to be happy.
With my iPhone over the last year.
Okay.
The PlayStation 4.
Okay.
On some funny stuff, I got the remote app for my PlayStation. I don't have a controller for it, but like when I might be in the bathroom and I know I'm gonna be for a little second, go ahead and jump through the game in there. Just think that I can now take a controller with me.
So who is DCI is the one where he gets off the toilet and his legs feel like static.
Dude. No, forget that. If you go to Solo's house and say, "Man, let's pick up a game or two," you'd be like, "Which controller you use?"
I'm reading the black light over my controller before you go ahead and play with it.
What's your favorite? You gotta be slick about it, Max. Hey, Solo, what's your favorite controller? Because I don't want to use that one.
Exactly.
No, you be like, "What's the smudge right here?"
Oh.
With the brown stain on it.
And you know what though? And you know what could
chocolate on your face. It's noodle, baby.
You know what could possibly happen though? You know what could possibly happen, and this is horrible, but during this whole pandemic thing, and we're praying for everybody out there, but at times you're not gonna have access to the good toilet tissue, so you're gonna have to buy the cheap. Your fingers tear through that bad boy, and then you got a controller in your hand.
I'm taking him on a journey right now, bro.
Listen here.
It's too plied around here, man. It's too plied down. You can't be out here like that.
So I'm
folded in half, so now it's 4 ply.
phone or controller at the same time, man. That's just not possible. Man.
So now I know.
Unless you have the controller.
Now I know if I ever come over your house, I'm not picking up that NAND controller, TV, game controller. I'm not even picking up the fake leapfrog controller that you give to your kids. I'm not picking none of that.
You better bring those rubber gloves. When we first.
Hey, Solo's trying to
you gotta bring the rubber gloves and the Lysol spray.
Like, oh, man, you got it.
You better use that Alexa or that Hey Google.
That is terrible.
Oh man, I mean, this conversation escalated very quickly. As soon as Solo said sitting in the toilet, it was over.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I want to be the first person to say that PlayStation decided to join Apple. They might be trash too because Apple's trash.
Oh man!
I ain't gonna hold you. Hey,
just a hater, man.
This almost perfect. What's funny is me and you the only Android people on here. I believe. DCI, you got an Android or iPhone?
I'm a team iPhone, brother.
You with the blue bubble? You don't understand them green bubbles.
Yeah,
blue bubbles.
So everybody else, I should. Okay, I got you. I hear you.
Now,
I don't even see why you even hating on Apple like that.
Yeah,
right. He was out the gate with the hate.
Yeah.
Just mad because he still got a phone clip.
hey, you got your shirt tucked behind that boy.
I wear my shit on a lanyard, okay? It hangs from my neck.
No, you gotta have the one on the side where you tuck your shirt behind it.
Hey, you probably still got that Motorola pager. You better pull it up.
Oh my motherfucking note.
Oh my goodness, Dad! This is
you gonna be like,
much.
"Oh, you better call me on 1-800-COLLECT."
Where y'all your iPad pins?
The iPad pen.
What?
Yeah. Oh, y'all ain't got that?
I don't even.
Oh man,
I don't even use it.
It's like y'all did just pick up the iRetina thing though. They can tell that it's you on the phone. I mean, we only been doing that shit since the 4. But it's cool, and I'm glad y'all finally coming up with these things that Android been using for years. It's cool though, man. iPhone's good.
Hey man,
it's good.
Hey, Ralph. Ralph. Hold on.
Just go check the sales, Ralph, and you'll see what people around the world prefer.
You're right. Y'all like buying the same damn phone over and over again. That's cool.
Well, I hate to say this shit, but the iPhone is doing better when it comes to the camera, better than a Samsung.
I bought a camera phone.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, hey, listen, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to buy a phone for just the camera, I guess I would buy me an Android.
Well, you see a lot more people doing that just for it, for the camera.
How much is this?
I just like the idea that I could wake up and my phone won't have a virus or something like that, and it'll still work.
You know what? I like the idea that when you pick up your phone, you got to pay for every fucking thing that's on it. I like it too. You know what I'm saying?
Real though.
You can't buy free music and shit. I mean, I feel you, brother. It makes sense.
Now, when you play Duty, do you use grenades or androids?
You said what?
When you play Call of Duty, do you use grenades or androids?
Oh man, you know what though? I don't know what to say because it's 3 against 2.
Yeah, you can keep on talking about the Android stuff, but hey, like I say, if you look at that sales, you'll see that Apple is still on top. So
it's nothing to talk about, man. We can move on.
Right. I mean, that's why they're getting sued for fucking people's phones up. But listen, like I said, man, it all makes sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like buying the same.
All right.
I'd rather get sued for a battery than a bomb.
Apple wish it was the bomb. That's why they didn't make this shit blow up. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So we was just thinking worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
This is
You can get
horrible.
on play.
All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Missed almost
All right,
perfect.
all right,
Stop
all right,
trying, dog. You're not going to win 3 against 2, dog.
Yeah, move to the next topic.
All right. So anyway, I don't know. So are you guys into the whole cloud gaming thing? Have you guys tried any of it out? I know Max hated. So what about you guys? You guys said cloud gaming.
Oh yeah, this shit is terrible. You see what's happening to Stadia?
Yeah, and that's actually the next subject. So
I told you. I kept saying it over and over again. Moan kept on saying, "No, cloud gaming is gonna be good." No, it was always
no.
trash.
Hold on. I had my reserves on Stadia. You already know that. You know, because Xbox Game Cloud is going to stick around because of Game Pass, and NVIDIA is the only one that's really doing it fully right, where you can utilize actually playing something that doesn't feel like a janky console. But on here, it tells us Google will stop making video games for a Stadia platform. So basically, they got rid of their first-party studio. And what that means is, you know, they won't have a proprietary game like God of War on PlayStation or Halo on Xbox. So they're only going to stick to third-party games. From an article that I read, it is very, very expensive to make a first-party game. And for some odd reason, Google is claiming that it's too expensive, which is pretty odd to me when this is aren't they $1 trillion company? You know,
you gotta be smart how you spend your money, man. And you spend all this money making a game like that, and you can get to the game or the service is trash, or you're in the middle of a great game and all of a sudden it crashes on you, and that's repeatedly happened. Why not cut it loose? Cut your ends, man. Move along.
But this is Google we talking about though. This is the thing I hate about Google. I mentioned
Google
this.
should have had the infrastructure to fix that though. You know what I'm saying? You would think.
The world is crazy. The infrastructure is there. It looked like somebody hopped out. Oh, there you go. Ralph coming back on. I don't know what happened. Ralph.
Yeah, I don't know how Discord wanted to update in the middle.
Probably because he was talking about Android shit.
Almost Mr. Perfect has to hear.
Well, turn your camera back on.
What it ain't. You know what it's not? It's not a Mac. Okay. You're right. I got a regular computer.
Talking to us in Android.
Well.
Oh, even Visual on here talking about Blue Bubble for life.
So
the what I was trying to say is the infrastructure is there.
Blow up. Hope every last one of y'all shit blow up.
Yeah.
I hope y'all don't get hurt. I hope y'all don't get hurt, but I hope your phones blow the fuck up. Okay.
Hey, y'all season vets. How do I see the comments from the people?
Just go to one of the channels we're watching on, and just look on there.
One of the streams. Right?
Yeah, one of the streams.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're on 3 different platforms. See, I'm getting all the feedback into one platform on my end, and I'm able to see, you know, Twitch, YouTube, you know, Facebook, and all that stuff at the same time. So, but I usually say comments as I go, and Max has already spoke up about Vizzle. Brady Spangler, he said, "What's up?" So, what's going on, Brady? How you doing, big dog? Dark Saber, that's my homeboy. He said, "Laugh out loud at Stadia." He said the anthem of consoles. That's actually a good point. You guys remember the Anthem fiasco, right?
Yeah. I said it before. The thing is that when it first came, I mean, before they came out, it was a very, very good idea. But once they came out and they had all that issues, it's kind of like it's the same thing like Cyberpunk. It's like when you come out we have all that hype and all that anticipation, and once you come out, you have multiple issues. That's where you can't come back from that. And I think that's what Google probably is saying, like, you know, we're going to have to shut this down because we fucked up. And that's what it came down to it.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking they're going to do is they're going to slowly start, you know, shutting down everything. And what they're going to do is they're probably going to sell it to either Microsoft or PlayStation, whoever want to do cloud gaming and stuff like that, and they probably going to implement it into their platform. But yeah, I said it before and I say it again. It's like we don't have the infrastructure yet. We don't have the internet speed to play cloud gaming. I think it's fun. Like I think it's just a gimmick to me. I don't think it's like something that you could just replace a console or a PC or something like that, or a handheld game. I think it's something that you say, oh, look what I could do. And that's pretty much it.
Well, it's very convenient.
It's a novelty play for when you are at work, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, where you just want to get some gaming in right quick and you're not that serious about it. You know what I'm saying? You just want.
I was just about to make that point. Yep. I was just about to make that point. It's for people that don't have a console or just a convenience factor, not for deep AAA title, Call of Duty first day, we all own type of deal. It's not that.
Yeah, and then with that, it's just like they was going up a steep hill. They was charging monthly fees, and then on top of that, you had to buy the game too and stuff. So and then you got to buy it, and then the controller was like $100 and something. It was just like so many things that were just going against it that they should have just made it free from the get go and say, hey, just bring your Xbox or whatever, your PlayStation controller. Have your Google Chrome, your Google TV hooked up to it, and that's all you need. But no, you had to buy all this other stuff. And it was just turned me off from the very get go.
Yeah, I use it, but I do tell the difference when I'm not on a console and when I'm on a console. There is a latency difference. If you only strictly stuck to cloud gaming. You wouldn't tell the difference if you never really got on the console. You'll think it's the best thing smoking. Google's downfall to me was when you bought a game, you still don't own it. That's when I was done with them. I said, this is stupid. This is dumb. Once I purchase a game, it should be mine, whether I still have the subscription service or not on your platform. So I think, to me, that was huge, especially for a product that's not fully good. And I still gotta have, so if I stop my subscription service, I have none of my games that I pay $60, $70, $80 or $100 for collector's edition version. It's all theirs. So I think that's stupid. With GeForce Now, you play all of the games you own on Steam. So they're all yours. So if the servers go out, you still have your games. Same thing with Xbox. You got Xbox Game Pass. You can still play all your games, even if you stop the cloud one and just got the regular portion of Xbox. So in PlayStation, I think PlayStation has the most perfect version of it, because anytime that you want a game, you put in your library, it's yours forever, no matter what, just period. Whether you have PlayStation Plus or not, it's your game. All the games you get for free on PlayStation, you don't even have to download it. Just put in your library, you own the game. It's free. So that's where I think that.
I thought you did have Plus. I thought that was the only catch. But if you online, then you gotta have Plus anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why a lot of the games, I'll just download them. Even if I don't plan on playing it right then, I'm like, cool, I'll just come back to it. Like you said, as long as you download it, it's pretty much yours forever.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I like about it.
I going through my list.
I got 140 games.
Yeah, I got over 100 games on here, man. That of mine. Some of them I can't play because I'm on the 5. Like, you can't re-download PT naturally, but
yeah,
some of these other games, man.
That's that game, by the way.
PT should have came out.
Whoever denied that, they was crazy.
PT should have came out.
Well,
that was awesome.
It wasn't a Sony fault. It's a Konami fault, because the guy Kojima who did that, and the people who did Silent Hill, Konami was just like, no, they just shut that down, and they didn't want that to be transferred over. They don't care how good of the demo it is. They did it out of spite and stuff. They don't care they lose money off of it. That was the reason.
Kojima's amazing, man. He's amazing. His mind is so creative. That's why he's like the top developer in all video game history. So I mean, the guy is really good. What's crazy is I say
that game at like 10 o'clock a.m. Sun was out. And one part scared me so bad, I literally screamed. And I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. Like, what's wrong with this dude? Man?
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? We should start talking about the medium.
Yeah, the medium made me drop the controller on one scene. I was scared, and then Max actually streamed it one of the days, and he was kind of jumping at it. No, that wasn't medium. You was playing Resident Evil.
No, I was
Resident Evil.
Yeah, that was
and
Resident Evil.
Max was talking under his breath. He was breathing all hard, and I was over here in
Dude,
tears.
those two games. Yeah, those two games. Well, let's talk about the medium first, because I know only Moan's the only one that played it, and I played it too. That game is, I don't know why it got, I don't know, some reviewers gave it some bad reviews, but I think it's fun. I didn't beat it and stuff. I had to pace myself because I know when some shit is about to happen. I was like, let me go ahead and take a break and play this game the next day or something like that. I'll come back to it.
I'll wait until the morning.
It just daylight.
Yeah. I had to play it during daylight. On certain days, it was just like there's some stuff in there. Well, the game is kind of like, it's like a third party perspective, but it's like a fixed camera. So it's just like how the old school Resident Evil Dino Crisis. So that's pretty cool. But it just the thing is that how they split the screens.
It's awesome. It's very creative. It
is very creative, but at the same time too, it's kind of like certain things you're thinking, oh, this is not going to happen. It's like the stuff that you think is not going to happen usually happens and gets you really, really good. It's like what Moan was talking about, and I got to that part too. I never expected that was going to go ahead and make me jump. I literally cut off the system. I was like, no, fuck this. I was like, nope, fuck this.
Excuses to cut the game off.
Yeah,
on by itself. I'm like, baby, you know me?
Yeah, I was freaking out at first because.
Did y'all hear that?
Because it was exactly like that too. It was like I was like hearing things, and then like certain parts of the game is like you hear rain and stuff like that, and it's like you hear stuff in the background too, like. It's so unreal because it's like the people who did the audio for it was the people who did Silent Hill, so that would make sense to it and stuff. Yeah. So, but that game, I mean, the game is fun
with the 3D pulse and the headphones you got. You know, with this new sound that PlayStation has, probably you also.
I don't know if they
integrated the Resident.
Is that integrated with Xbox? If you can't use that on Xbox.
No, I can't use headphones to it. The Pulse whatever headset. I can't even think of the name of it right now. The 3D Pulse headset for the PlayStation. No, I can't use it on the Xbox. But jumping to Resident Evil demo, that game is scary as shit too because you start off in a dungeon and you have to get yourself out of it, and as you walking around, you hear people. Well, you hear like this lady saying, "I can see you," like out of nowhere. So of course, when you have your headphones on, you like, "Fuck, what's going on?" and stuff. So that game kind of got me too. So it's like, I don't know. It's fun. I think both games are gonna be fun. I think Resident Evil is gonna be fun too and stuff. I don't know if you guys gonna get pick up any of those horror games. Well, I know Ralph.
I think we're all gonna pick up Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil's pretty good.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
bro. I've had all of them. The only one I didn't really like was Resident Evil 6.
Did you play 7 and beat 7?
Like Resident Evil. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was about to say, Ralph. Did you beat 7?
I beat more.
Okay, that's the only I'm working on 7 right now. I'm working on 7 because I want to make sure I got that backstory for 8 and stuff. Yep. So,
and I went through and I did all of the remakes. You know, the recent remakes. I did those too.
7 is a complete switch to me compared to what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, that first party perspective.
Yeah,
first person view.
It hit
man,
different.
That gets you.
But sometimes you forget that you're playing a Resident Evil game because you don't see the nostalgia stuff that's usually in it. You know, so
but when shit jump out at you, bro, it jump out.
Well, what I mean is, you don't feel like that this is a biological weapon. It kind of makes you feel like it's some sort of deity thing chasing you, and you know, and all this other stuff.
True.
So Lavores said that PS1 Resident Evil was the scariest one to him. So Lavore still gets scared off of PlayStation boxy characters.
Well, you know it's funny. They I think it's on the PlayStation Store or Xbox, but you could download. No, I think it's on the Xbox. I think you can get the original Resident Evil game. I think it's a remake version, the one that came on GameCube. You can get that for the Xbox for I think it's on Game Pass or I think it's one of the free games of the month. No. The one that came out on GaMCube, the Resident Evil remake.
Oh yeah. I had it. Ralph, I had it on GameCube. Remember? It was on
GameCube. Now it's on Xbox. It's on Xbox and PlayStation though. But but I think it's free. I think it's free on Xbox. Don't quote me on that. But it's on Xbox and PlayStation. So if you want to play the original Resident Evil, then you could pick that up.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. They did a good job. They actually kept some of the media scenes that's in it too. Like when we first see the zombie and he turns around and looks at it after he's eating a dude or whatever. So they actually kept that scene. I don't even think they updated, not even to, it wasn't even HD graphics back at the time. So they actually kept that same media scene. It just was a little bit sharper. That's it. But the resolution still wasn't high back then. So my next question to y'all. So I know Max is, but and Ralph is halfway there. But Marv and DCI, you guys are ever going to get into the PC gaming world?
Oof. So, with PC gaming, I guess I got to find a game that makes me really want to get on PC. You know, I've always played on consoles, man. You know. Here it is, I got this rig over here that you built for me, Mo, and I use it to help stream right now. I played a few games on it. I got like GTA 5 on it. I got Fortnite for some reason. But
I do the floss dance.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But I can't get into it because I feel like everything that I want to play, I can play on a console, man.
Yep. So
I've never been a mouse user, man. I can't get with it.
So my thing is, don't build a PC looking for proprietary games for the platform. Build it for raw power. That's how I look at it. If you want something better than the Xbox and the PlayStation, that's what you build it for. Now, the staple used to be back in the day was Crysis. Crysis was the game if you really want to reach something that was next levels that consoles and no other game was touching. But Crysis doesn't have that staple anymore. Now, Call of Duty and all these third-party games can do what Crysis does. From my understanding, they still say Crysis is still a hard hit on the graphics cards, even the new ones, because they got an update to where it advances all the graphics and stuff, and it brings the new graphics cards to their knees still. Crysis 1, but it's not the staple of PC gaming anymore because now it comes out on consoles. I wouldn't look at Armor's one. That's really good. It's a realistic war game, but it's not one of those ones where it's like a Halo or it's a God of War or anything like that. But until unless Crysis come out again, it's strictly for PC. I wouldn't try to buy a PC for proprietary games. Now there are more games on PC than probably PlayStation and Xbox put together, and I'm talking about just free to play games. You can go on Steam and just download 30, 40, 50 to 100 games and don't pay a dime. But if you want to advance your graphics, 4K at 144, 240 hertz, then put the big bucks into it and get the resolution and clarity that you'll never receive off the PlayStation. But you will receive 4K 60 that they're trying to do, dynamic or native that they're doing right now. So look at it as raw power if you ever want to build a PC.
Well, I mean, and once again, the raw power thing is cool and all, but everything.
I was going over some of that material you asked us to go over, the VRR stuff.
Well, Max is good at that. He can tell you about all that.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? The VR stuff?
VR, yeah, just VR in general.
Oh, you mean the variable refresh? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, variable refresh rate.
Mm-hmm. I just found that to be interesting because basically, like, just touching on what Moan just said, it was basically saying, hey, look, if you want the raw power, then, go make your a video game rig, what have you, and have that experience. But at the same time, the way I read the article was like it was experiencing problems and glitches and bugs.
Well, and that's because it's trying to utilize for console. VR has been out for PC. for G-Sync and FreeSync. And they had the opportunity to fix a generation. They're on like the third or fourth generation now, and TVs are just now getting into the market. Consoles are just now getting into market with VRR. That's another reason to build a PC for the advancements, stuff that's already been done that they're trying to port over to the consoles. Go ahead, Max. You was gonna say something.
Oh, I was just about to say, yeah, variable refresh rate. That's just a feature where it just aligns whatever monitor or TV you have with the GPU of the console or PC.
Yes.
So you don't see like tearing and stuff like that. What I mean by tearing, when you see the screen splits and stuff like that. So
correct.
That's what VRR is.
Yeah, and it
or
gives
the
you
benefits of VRR.
Yeah. Yeah, and it stops the stuttering.
But
too.
how is that working right now? Is that good to go? Is that something?
So if you want to do this now,
money on right now.
If you want to do this now, it would be on PC. I mean, you would do it. You would need it on a TV. So you need the chipset that's built into the TV. Right now, TVs are just really starting to come out with it, and you got to be careful because the console utilizes HDMI 2.1, and when you think you're going to walk in there and you'd be like, oh, we have this one on sale, and it's like $1,000, it's probably last gen and it's not the full bandwidth where you're not going to get VR. So if you want VR now, well, I take that back. If you want VR now that you can afford, buy a gaming monitor. Hook it up to your console, you good to go. I have a 32-inch gaming monitor. I think Ralph has one. Yeah, Ralph has 144, but his doesn't have VR in it. And Max has one. And, it's a good experience, but sometimes a real good experience is sitting on that couch. We're all used to sitting on the couch. We're used to playing the game instead of being at a desk. I got used to being at a desk. I got a monitor that's huge, my 32-inch. It doesn't seem that big, but when it's on a desk, it feels like a TV, and it's curved, so I get that immersion, for your eye level and all that stuff. And I have all that FreeSync, 144 hertz. I got the HDR, so it looks good. And I don't like going to playing on the TV anymore. So, and I don't know what these fools laughing at. So, but other than that, if you want to get into VR right now, buy a gaming monitor, or if you got big bucks, just expect TVs $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for you to have the feature. So that's just
from the article, they suggested a couple Samsungs, a couple LGs. I checked them out. I didn't get to look into them thoroughly because it was a lot of content that you put out, and I tried to skim through everything. So, but something that I'm looking forward to investing in, so I can have a much better experience.
Yeah,
I'll just say this. I mean, if you need a TV, then get a TV now. Don't buy it because of a specific feature and stuff. That's kind of like my 2 cents and stuff like that. Because I don't know, this technology is so brand new for TVs nowadays. Not for monitors, but for TVs and HDMI 2.1. That I could say, if you buying it for the HDMI 2.1, I'll probably just say go with either LG or Samsung. That's the only ones that are really doing it. Sony has their own one of their TVs, but it's kind of like it's bugs with firmware updates. I know LG fixed a lot of their stuff already too, but at the same time too, it's kind of like it's pick your poison when it comes to those TVs. I don't know what Ralph over here.
I think I caught on to the joke. I think Lavor's explained it to me.
I know.
So
I didn't even see it.
Dummy dog.
Well, we know not to say curve one on here because then that's going to set a statement of what you have.
So you said 32 inches with a curve, and Ralph just lost it. He said, I got a big one on my desk, 32 inches with a curve. And Ralph lost it.
Hey, man. So, hey, sometimes you got to establish dominance. That's all I got to say.
Y'all boys stupid.
Oh, my goodness. What will we do without you guys, right? I mean,
this saying is not for kids. Whoever watched this,
it's too late. Rated R.
Yeah, I can't hear Ralph.
I don't know. No, I can't hear your audio.
You muted yourself, Ralph.
Yeah, whatever he did, he was laughing too hard.
Yeah.
he is still laughing. So
Still
anyway,
That's 5 minutes solid.
well, the whole point of me. What's up?
I was just about to say, this is a totally different topic, but download God of War. They just came up with an update where they got PS5 enhancements. So
yeah, I saw that.
Just give you guys the heads up. They finally did an enhancement where you could do 4K checkerboard at 60 frames.
Yeah.
So I played it a little bit last night, and yeah, it's a huge difference and stuff. So. Yeah, so I think that's good. Ghost of Tsushima, they got the 60 frames on the PS5 version, and I can't think of the other game. Yeah, that game looks really good.
On Call of Duty, they did a update in January for graphics patch. So
yeah, so those are good things. That PlayStation and Xbox is doing, just like even you got old games you don't feel like playing, those games you should revisit and stuff. So
yep. So the reason why I was asking you guys about the whole PC gaming portion was because a lot of people is not liking their gaming PC, and there's a couple of reasons behind that, right? They're preferring the PS5, and there's a lot of people who's preferring PS5 just over it all in general. Max and I touched on this a couple times before, is that the PlayStation really makes you feel like that you bought a next gen title, because of the difference in the UI, the new controller that they got to have all these advanced features in it. Yep. So and I mean they executed it well, but you got to look at the price per performance, right? So for you to kind of utilize all that hardware, you're going to spend a whole lot more money building a gaming PC than buying a console. So people are just preferring, why just spend $1,200 to get all these features while I can spend $500 and have it all. I don't have to set anything up. I don't have to go through drivers or updates myself. I can just go ahead and get a console and just play the game. I mean, is that where you guys are at, and the reason why you haven't switched over?
Well, like I said, man, dealing with the fact that you got to build a rig and all of all this stuff, man, and plus, like I said, all the games I want is on the PlayStation already, so I'd rather just
feel like
with the PlayStation.
Exactly. It's to each his own. I mean, I kind of liken it to, if you're a person, you want to build your muscle car. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go out there, you're going to go get floor masters, you're going to go get headers, you're going to go do all of that. That's what you're doing when you're building a rig. And if you're just a person who just want to drive fast and be in a nice shield, you're going to go out and buy you a new Corvette or Mustang or whatever, and you're going to be satisfied. So it's all in whether you want to be hands-on or you know what I'm saying, or how you want to play it.
I think another joke is occurring.
I appreciate you using both of those vehicles as an example.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to put Mr. Perfect on like that, but no, that's how he rolls.
Well, what you say, Solo?
I'm gonna have Ralph's neighbors write him another note.
What?
well, Miss Almost Perfect has his neighbors mad at him because he got those loud cars in his garage, and I remember one time the neighbor had punched him right in the mouth. You remember that?
Listen, I tell you what, them neighbors come over here if they want to. They're gonna catch these hands off rip. Pay my bills and my mortgage just like they do. I don't give a damn if my car is loud. You better wake up. Guess what? It's time to go to work. I don't care if you work from home.
Yeah, they're upset that you woke them up 2 minutes before the alarm comes on. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be pissed too. Like, really? You can't give me the whole 120 seconds?
Wakey, eggs and bacon. Let's go.
But anyway, I mean, if y'all ever want to get into the whole PC gaming thing, I will build y'all one. Another quick form of having it, even though you're still going to pay a lot of money, is buy one that's pre-built by one of the big manufacturers like Exotic PC or Origin or Main Gear or something like that. Laptop gaming is the way to go. That's what I'm doing all this off of. I have high-end parts in my laptop, pay one price, and you're good to go. But I'm also building another gaming rig. But I mean, with the lack of hardware, for the CPUs and GPUs, it's almost impossible to try to, if you want the newest stuff, it's almost impossible to build a gamer rig. I actually was in Micro Center the other day, and I was surprised they had a bunch of graphics cards that was available, and I sent the picture to Max. But they upped the price, so something that was $1,500, they wanted $2,000 now because it's so demanding. So, and I'm like, man, well, yeah. I was like, man, I'm not buying that. No, not for something you recently came out with a certain price, and then you gonna raise it because everybody wants it. Look, no, I'm not doing that. I'll wait until the prices come down.
They might as well put their stuff on StockX. Like, what's going on?
Exactly, bro.
I mean,
the thing is the demand, because I mean, people are working remotely, working from home and stuff, and they need it, and so they got the demand for it.
Yeah.
so that's why they make it so expensive and stuff. So it just it's crazy.
Yeah.
What was that, Ralph?
You said nothing. He must have said a lot on his breath.
Why you gonna be on the podcast, mama, and then even like nothing?
I'm just saying, I got some stuff that's in high demand, but I ain't charging extra price for it. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah. So Dre hopped on here. What's up, big dog? He said, "F my laptop." Whatever, dog. Whatever. Yeah. So you still continue to find you a PS5. How about that? Then we talk.
Damn.
Damn.
That was a low blow.
No. He just said F my stuff. I can't say nothing back to him.
People, you know how T was hurt behind that. Come on.
Don't get me started with that.
He just finally came back to the thing. I just started looking at the text messages, and he finally came back.
Don't get me started with that.
He's happier than the kid on the ice cream truck.
No, but anyway, it's all love though. That's how we talk. It's just all fun and games. Don't let us get into the low blow battle. And Dre said, "Solo, you look like a Solo." He said, "You look like a dirty eraser."
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
Wow,
that's what we're doing.
Oh wait, he said what?
He said, "Solo look like a dirty eraser."
Like dirty eraser.
He looked like a dirty eraser. Damn.
Yeah.
He came on here coming with the insults.
Like that.
Damn, that's like.
So there's our buddy Dre who comes and bombs the whole chat. Thanks a lot, big dog.
It passes bedtime.
Well, anyway, to show some love though, that's our friend Drayvon. He's a DJ. He does a lot of DJ on his Facebook page, so go check him out. You can find him, Drayvon, on Facebook. I think he does them on Friday. So, Dre, put your thing in the chat, man, and let everybody know, when you DJ and all that. So whoever's watching, man, one day, put a time on there. We'll announce it, and we'll, hopefully send people your way so you can show them some love with the music.
Yeah. And when you go check out his DJ, make sure you support and tip at Marvelous 247. Okay? Appreciate it.
So Marv is going to take all your money. Oh man. So anyway, next topic. Man, we're normally over our time, but this is some good stuff.
No, it's good. Yeah. I was late. I messed up. So.
So anyway.
Sorry that I have kids.
Well, not plural yet. Not plural yet. But it's coming, right?
Yeah, not plural yet, but it's getting there.
So what are you having, Max? Since you brought it up. You know what you're having yet?
No, I don't know. Okay. She only 15 weeks, so we'll see. But
congratulations from all the homeboys. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, daughter is she's nice and well, and
my God.
the baby, the unborn baby is nice and well too. So
good. Oh my God, Dre has continued.
I forgot to mention. I was checking out that list of the games that's supposed to drop this year. How y'all feel about that Gotham Knights?
Oh, I want that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, that game's gonna be. That's gonna be one of the highest games of the year.
That's happening.
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop that one.
I'm excited about that.
But the question is, never mind. I was about to say I already know the answer because we got 3 PlayStation guys, so y'all getting on PlayStation. Bone, you gonna get on Xbox or you gonna get on PlayStation?
See, the only reason why I've been reverting to Xbox because the optimized version, right, and a little bit more power. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what it's going to whatever's going to perform better on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so conflicted right now because it seems like Xbox has been messing up like left and right with all their games.
Yeah.
And I know it's a new system and stuff like that. It takes time to get things optimized.
I will.
It's just like Control. It's just like Control the Ultimate Edition. It got some hiccups on the Xbox Series X and the Series S, and the PlayStation 5 is just working
flawlessly
right now. So it's kind of like those are the things, and there's other games too, kind of like Assassin's Creed was having issues.
Yeah. Well, two things. Number one, Dre wants this to be known to you, Marv. He said you look like a successful rapist. So that's one thing.
Wow.
Successful.
All right, time out. Time out. All right, nope, stop. We're not gonna go. Stop it. We're not gonna talk about this.
Settle with that. Like,
all right, we lie. We lie. Okay, that's a low blow. Okay, we're not talking about that.
My second point on the Gotham Knight. On the
Somebody
Gotham
gotta
Knight.
take the bottle away from Jay, man.
Yeah, drop it.
So the second point is
I'm gonna have to put on the please stand by mode on a minute. so hold on for a minute. All right,
and then he said, all right, this is the last one. Then he said Ralph looked like a pregnant milk dud. Okay, I'm done with Drake, dog.
All right. Let's continue on.
So my second point is that if Gotham Knight really utilizes the DualSense controller, hands down, it's PlayStation all day. I love that immersion from the DualSense controller. Especially if they make something where you hold the batarang and it has its tension, or if you throw it and you know how the batarang has a rope on it and you feel that tension in the triggers, it's gonna be PlayStation all the way on that game. If they really utilize
funny when you try to throw the controller and you hit something, that shit's gonna be hilarious.
Well, hope that you don't think that you're supposed to throw the controller if you're playing it. I hope you don't think that.
I'm just saying. Like I said, swing the controller. That's how we messed up a lot of TVs. It was like swing the controller.
Oh, you talking about with the Wii?
Bust the TV.
You talking about with the Wii?
I'm just saying.
All right, we all right.
So I will say the ones that I'm really expecting to really shine though, Max already know my two favorite games that I want to see. Well, hands down, you already know I'm a Final Fantasy 7 fan. That's just hands down. But I'm not going to mention that. Y'all already know that. I'm not telling you. When Final Fantasy comes out, everything stops. Family, jobs, all that. That's just me. But the two games I really want to see shine is the Monkey King game and Crimson Desert. Yeah. The two that I really think that's going to be good. And I'm really looking for a Valve from Xbox, but we don't have too much to write off of. Y'all know hands down I'm a Halo fan. I'm always play that, but Final Fantasy is my number one. It's Final Fantasy 7. But the ones I expect to really shine is the Monkey King and Crimson Desert. That's what I'm looking for. What do you guys got?
Oh, the Monkey King.
Okay. What you looking for, Marv?
I already said Gotham Knight. And I can't even think of the name of that. It was one of the ones that they showed before they released the PlayStation 5, where the guy had like the thing shooting from his arm, kind of like I don't know. I can't even think of what that game was, bro. It was one of their top releases that they didn't even drop yet. I can't even think of the name.
Well, if you get a chance, if you're on your computer, look it up. What about you, Solo?
No, it wasn't Spider-Man.
I can agree with Monkey King because I've been playing Ghost pretty tough lately, man. So right now, I've been on my samurai swinging swords and nunchucks and kicking people in the face tip. So,
what did you say the name of that was?
What's that?
You say the name of that was Solo?
The Monkey King?
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Okay. What about you, Max?
It looks crazy. He looks like what was it, Peter from Jumanji when he rolled the dice that got turned into
Oh my goodness, dog. I can't stand y'all, dog. For real.
That was their inspiration.
Yeah, he looks just like him.
Oh man, so Dre said he's trying to decide on building a rig or getting a PS5. So it's up to you, whatever your personal preference is. Rig will get you raw power. PS5 will get you everything you need at a lower price. You know, you good, dog. Go ahead and do your thing. But yeah, Dre, don't forget, man, put your information on here so people can watch your DJ. His name is DJ Babyface. So put your stuff on there. I guess I can touch on this last one. I don't know if you guys caught the stream from last Saturday, but Mr. Almost Perfect and I did a GoldenEye stream, and I mean we had a ball. So if you go on my page, you can watch it on my page. It's on our group page as well. You can watch us play GoldenEye. And the reason why I'm bringing this one up is because I guess certain subjects are coming up about the older.
Yeah, they scrapped it.
Yeah, they scrapped it. Yeah. So, but this was back in. I remember them trying to work on it, and who scrapped it was, I believe, Nintendo, because Nintendo is very strict on.
Well, hold on for a minute. The crazy part is, if you look at Digital Foundry's YouTube page, they were streaming it earlier today. They was playing it on the Xbox 360.
Okay.
I don't know how they got their hands on it, but they was playing the updated version of GoldenEye. I only caught like bits and pieces of it, but yeah, it's out there. I don't know how they got their hands on it, but it's Digital Foundry. It's like I said, they can ask for any game and they could just get it. But they was playing I think it was a 4-player. No, it wasn't playing 4-player. They was playing the campaign mode when I was watching it and stuff. So yeah, it's I mean, Xbox owns Rare, so I don't see what's the issue of them getting GoldenEye. But then again, it is Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't let anyone stream anything, any of their games. So
yeah, you got to be very careful when you're especially when I do these what do you call it, these retro streams. I always make sure I show a picture of me owning the game. Nintendo came down on a lot of people and fined them for having all these ROMs, and either got charged, got in trouble, they had to pay fines for normal people like you and me. So if any of you have notice, when I set up these events, I always show a picture of me holding the game before I do anything. And I won't stream anything that I won't stream a retro game that I don't have, so I can watch my back on that. And also got to be careful when I'm making thumbnails and stuff, because Nintendo's very strict. I got to be careful with what I use, or I got to change it up. If I use one of their, I got to change the color on something if I use a Nintendo logo or something. So
yeah,
but
they on it. Yeah, it's been like Nintendo. You gotta be very careful, especially trying to do Nintendo stuff. You got to get their permission. It is crazy. So I said tread lightly when it comes to Nintendo and stuff like that. Other than that, like PlayStation and Xbox, they love people streaming their games and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a little bit of a different story. PC is different, but Nintendo is the only company and stuff like that you gotta be very careful about.
Yeah,
and stuff. Even us talking about it right now and stuff, we even may get in trouble and stuff. So like I said, be careful and stuff. So that's why I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because Nintendo is really out there.
Yeah.
What's up with Black Myth? Why is this taking so long? They're talking about projected release date is sometime in 2023.
That's because that's the Monkey King game, Black whatever it's called, right? Number one, it's only 60 developers on the game, so it's a very small development team. They're trying to push out a AAA title that requires hundreds of people. So that's basically you, Marv, and 5 people trying to make a AAA title game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So, but what's crazy is that these lower tier companies are making extraordinary games. Even the Crimson Desert game, it's a low number of people making that game, and the reason for that is it's the drive. They want to be known. They want to be known developers. It's going to be the game that puts them on the map. So you kind of get the first party experience, even though it's a third party game. You get the first, they utilize all the resources and all the raw power, and you got to really get some smart people on these low end, high end games. That's what they basically are. Low end, high end games, low development.
Yeah, they going for the gusto on their first shot. That's basically what they're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. And they execute it well. People are going to work for them. They're going to get hired by one of the big companies, Ubisoft or Bethesda, Microsoft, whoever. They're going to get picked up if they execute this game well. Because what's good about them is that it's a studio that's going to get all the profits. They don't have too much of overhead because it's just them too. So, I just hope it comes out well. I hope it comes. The reason why Jump Force is alive now is because they were building Dragon Ball Unreal on the PC, and that became Jump Force. And they got noticed. They got good reviews. They came out a lot of alpha games, and then next thing you know, they were able to get on the platforms of Xbox and PlayStation, and it's just. But then now they put all the other characters in it because they had help with more development through one of the big companies or whatever, and they came out with that game. And Dragon Ball Unreal, I think, is still out now. You can still play it on PC, and I think it's free. I'm not sure, but it's been a while. That Dragon Ball Unreal has been in development for like 5 or 6 years before the whole Jump Force thing came along. With the whole special graphics, using Unreal Engine, it just looks amazing. So, all right. So Mr. Almost Perfect is not here. I wanted to make a outro, but he's missing.
He just like that SpongeBob SquarePants meme. He's like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
And then Marv wants to look down at his man's. Thanks a lot. Just saying.
It's like, yeah.
So anyway, that's all I have for today. I mean, I have 2 more articles if y'all want to talk about it. If not, we utilized our time well. I had a good time.
What you have on there?
One of them was the next Battlefield game, and the other one was GeForce Now Comes to Chrome. So,
we already talked about Battlefield a little bit. So,
yep. They have a release date for spring. A reveal for spring. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's a modern game. I'm done with World War games.
As long as it's not muskets, I'm for it.
That's what I'm saying.
With some muskets, World War II, I'm not with it.
And then the other one I have is that let's see here. The GeForce Now comes to Chrome browsers and M1 Max, and we kind of touched on the whole cloud game earlier. If you haven't tried GeForce Now, I mean, it's pretty awesome. It kind of makes you feel like you're on a console. It's like the best version of cloud gaming right now. And like I tell people all the time, NVIDIA to me did it right. They let this portion of cloud gaming be free for about 5 years before they actually perfected it, and then once they got it all together, they released it to the world, and then you pay a subscription service. So and then it's for the M1 Max. So the M1 Max, those have those new chips in it, right, Max?
Yeah, the M1 is new Mac chips.
Yeah, so they have these new Mac chips, and Apple is very, very, very strict on what's on their platform. I mean, look at the whole Stadia and Xbox portion of them trying to put their cloud gamers on their platform, and not just them, the whole Epic deal too with Fortnite and all that stuff, trying to be on Apple. Apple's very, very strict with they want things done a certain way, and if you don't follow that, that's it. So that's just if you guys get into the cloud gaming, I mean, don't expect you being on a console. Let's just say that. So, and it's good for Apple because Apple is very strict with a lot of stuff they don't have. Oh, I shouldn't say they don't have. They're very picky when it comes to gaming, and they have their own gaming platform. So they kind of want to revert everybody to their own stuff. So just to me, that's big news for everybody else because Apple doesn't really open their doors up to everybody. So that's just I'm not an Apple fan, so I can care less about this whole subject. I mean, well, other than that, I mean, I do have an iPad. I finally got one, and it's from my new job. So I did get a new job. I switched jobs this week. Well, I've been had it since last week. So and I'm looking forward to it. I've been in training so far.
Where you at now?
So I back on the 14 for a Ford recall specialist. We'll see how it works out. I'm very familiar with all the stuff, so I think it's going to be pretty good. So I have a huge resume, huge background when it comes to automotive and that type of stuff. So it was a pretty quick transition, very quick. So I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it.
Y'all out here with blue bags.
What's that?
Join Max out here rocking Ford, huh?
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't think Max was working with Ford when I was there the first time. I think Max had another job at the time.
Right? I'd rather not say. I'd rather not talk about it on here. we can talk about it some other time.
Yeah, so yeah, but I think I was there first through a different company, and you know, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what my new journey is. But I got an Apple product, and I was looking at them like, man, come on, y'all couldn't give me an Android tablet, even though Android has no comparison to iPads. That's all I can really say.
Of course not.
Your favorite.
I know you wanted to break down in tears of joy.
No. You know what's funny though? I got it on display right there. So that's the only out product you're gonna see right there. So that's it. You know, I'm not too much of a fan of Apple, but I have to use it. Other than that, man.
Yeah, a lot of.
What's that?
I said a lot of people gripe about Apple because of their restrictions and you know how they are with all their proprietary stuff. I got a friend that's a developer who he hates it, but you know, at the end of the day, like I said, it works. You know what you get when you buy it, and it's just gonna be a good product. You know, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Well, that's what I hear. I hear Apple's pretty good. That's, you know, so I don't like the whole picky thing. That's just me. I want to be able to do what I want with the stuff I want. I'm spending, you know, $1,500 for a phone or this and that. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do with it. That's just me. That's how I feel. All right, so I guess it's the end. I tried to stall until Mr. Almost Perfect come back, but he's gone.
He ain't perfect.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and dip out.
All right. Well, anyway, that is the end of this episode. I really enjoyed you guys, man. When the next time you be able to hop on with us? We do have these late nights now.
Man.
What's that?
Let me know if my schedule is up. If my schedule is up and I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
Yeah, at this time of day, I'm with it, man. I'm at the crib. I'm done doing big boy stuff, so.
All right. I'm pretty sure Mr. Almost Perfect would be happy to hop on with us. You know, he's always been talking about he wanted to get on, and then the times we had before, you know, he was saying like, you guys are doing it when everybody was working. I mean, and it was true, you know, because when me and Max got off, you know, none of us really had the same schedule. So it was a little bit much more harder for people to get on, and we did kind of decide like hopefully this year we'd be able to have more guests on, and we're trying to, you know, uphold to that promise and all that stuff. So you guys got anything you want to promote, Solo? You want to promote your website, Big Dog?
Sure. We're working on some rebranding, so you know the guys you've come to know and love are about to get even better. You can catch us at Who Is DCI on IG, right there under my name. Wait, let me see that. You'll see my finger pop up. I'm on the wrong side with it. Don't matter. Or you can go to whoisdci.com. That's the main page. There's a group, Define Clothing Inc. on Facebook, but for the most part, that's where you can find us. If you can find me, holla at me. I'm down for whatever. I love the arts. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's work.
All right, cool. And Marv, you trying to get your streaming thing going, right? You know, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I'm just starting out, so y'all gonna have to work with me right now. I'm just putting up live streams. I'm gonna work on getting some edited content. I need to get with Moandogg for that, so he can give me some pointers and get me going in the right direction. But for right now, find me at Mr. Marvelous 247. That on IG it's just Marvelous 247. Facebook, look up Mr. or you look up Marvelous, you'll find me there. So. It's Marvelous 247 everywhere, or Mr. Marvelous. So that's where I'm at. More content coming y'all way. It's gonna be sports mostly. It's gonna be a little shooting. It's gonna be a little of this and a little of that. Most of all, it's gonna be fun.
Right.
So,
cool.
Thank y'all for having me.
Cool, Max. You just released a new video. You know.
Yeah. I try to release content every week, so. Yeah, just you know, I like talking about TV, so check it out if y'all guys get a chance. And yeah, appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and stuff. So
Yeah. You know, of course, as always, you can go to my Facebook, my Twitch, my YouTube. I do make YouTube content, not as much as I do on Facebook. I will be streaming right after this. I was supposed to stream about an hour ago, but we were enjoying this and whatever. So I am actually going to play a little bit of Destruction All Stars. I'm not going to play long because I utilize my time. I got to go to work in the morning. And then the plan was to do Destruction All Stars and end it with the Resident Evil demo because I still have yet to play it. So, but I think I'm going to do Destruction All Stars for maybe about an hour. And then, you know, I got to go ahead and go to bed so I can go to work until, you know, this kicks off and I'll be able to you know, stay at home and do this all day when it pays the bills. So yeah, but check me out, Moandogg Gaming. I'm everywhere. We love you guys and we appreciate you guys. So, you know, peace out.
all right, have a good